They want to know who the cleanest animal is. A, snake. B, possum.
And you know what the whole thing is? Declan go, well, the snake's pretty dangerous. I wouldn't go with that. He would like give you other facts on the other animals. Brown bears are pussies, so I wouldn't go with.
I'd say that on national TV.
Who cares how clean the brown bear is? He's a pussy, so don't worry about that one.
I only got 20 seconds. You're like, no, hold on, let me finish.
Brown bears are pussies.
Welcome to Best There Is podcast.
I like how far away you are from the mic.
Welcome to Best There Is podcast. I heard we might get a song eventually.
Yeah. Actually, my buddy said he is working on that once his arm becomes a little more functional.
Who are we with today, Ernie?
We all know how those arm pains are. Yeah. We are here with my father, who is a special guest, and we have.
I thought you would say special needs. I was like, wow, that's so hurtful, man.
No, that's rude. He's just old. And then Declan and Lucas.
Hello.
Hi.
And we're going to jump into some wild things. So let's get into it and jump in.
Wow, that was
so bad.
Smooth as ice.
Do you think you could take certain animals? Me and Declan have had this talk.
Like that lady who got bit by that alligator at the kids' party. Did you see that?
Oh, that was crazy, dude.
She
handled it well, though.
They started spinning her and
dude
shit.
went over there.
No, she didn't let it spin her.
She did? I thought she got spun.
No.
Well, she spun with it, didn't she?
Yeah, she rolled with it. That's the thing.
She still got spun.
But she didn't get her arm torn off.
Yeah.
If you roll with it, don't shake your head.
No, I was just saying, that's crazy. Like,
some people survive, man.
Is this in Florida?
When we were up at the cabin, there was a bear.
I don't know where it was, but it was some kids' party. You could see all the kids start screaming.
Yeah.
I was like, God dang.
A guy jumps in. Apparently, you're supposed to shove your fingers in their noses because it locks up their breathing so that they have an immediate gag reflex that opens their mouth.
Makes
because
sense.
the nose controls their underwater breathing, so when their mouth is focused on something.
That doesn't work in Lake Placid, bro.
Yes, it would.
No,
still
in Lake Placid, it was too huge. You'd have to shove a person in there.
You'd have to shove both your fists up there.
Fuck you!
Yeah.
Betty White wouldn't have it anyway.
Well, you're supposed to punch sharks in the nose.
Yeah.
Or jab them in the eye.
Jab in the eye.
Yeah.
Grizzly bears are supposed to lay down on your back with your hands on your neck and your legs sprayed out because they'll just come up and they'll
say he's kicking back. Leave him alone. He's just relaxing.
They won't eat. They don't eat dead things.
Yeah.
They'll come over and they'll test you, but as long as you try not, don't make any noise or anything, you should survive.
Test.
Black bears.
Black bears are pussies.
But also they're also
they're pussies.
Would you say that to their face?
Yeah, I did. We were up at the cabin and we were just walking. I've seen many black bears in my life. Many. They're not.
That's weird because they're considered to be the most aggressive.
They aren't though. I think we had this conversation.
Jaws, you have an
answer
for?
I looked it up for you. They're not dangerous. Black bears aren't dangerous. Grizzly bears are.
No, I'm pretty certain black bears are considered to be. Yeah.
Can we get our guy on the computer back there to look it up?
Look it up.
So you got how to handle Jaws, how to handle Lake Placid, two fists. How about gorillas like King Kong? What do you do with the gorilla?
What?
You shoot it like a Harambe.
How do I do with the gorilla? You don't show its teeth, and you don't show.
Its teeth.
No, you don't show your teeth.
Close your fucking mouth.
If you show your
when you're talking to me,
when you show your teeth to it, it's a sign of a challenge. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, gorillas just won't mess with you. They're like super
bad
docile.
gorilla.
Most gorillas don't hurt people. It's chimpanzees you have to look out for.
Oh yeah, because they're pretty
chimpanzees
strong.
are the closer to us.
Planet of the Apes.
No, they're just fucked up, dude. Chimps will rip your. They're way pound for pound way stronger than gorillas. Dude, they'll fuck you up. Chimps are not to be fucked
I saw
up.
a dude got fucked up by Lion King by a fucking boar, dude. It don't look that big. Charged the fuck at him. Luckily, his dog was there, started barking at it, and he ran away. Fuck, dude. Then I was watching a thing about a hyena had a dead cub, and then these African dogs, I think they called them, were all trying to go around and grab it, and then she just kept on Then finally another hyena came in, and they all went away. So.
750,000 black bears in North America kill less than one person per year.
Oh, doesn't mean they're badasses though.
No, they're pussies. If you're in a group,
I'm gonna find.
If you make loud noise, you don't find groups of bears.
You're gonna find a jet, and they're gonna go after you.
I can't remember what a group of bears is called.
So what?
Did you just say a grinder?
I said a garl or something shit like that.
A group of bears is a grinder. Okay.
Oh, gay.
Fucking.
It depends on the animal, dude.
I mean, I think you have a better chance Well, I think like something that's built more like us, we have more problems with, like the chimpanzee or something like that.
I could fight a goose though. A swan I couldn't take. I realize
geese are really
ostrich
mean.
would fuck you
Geese
up.
are really mean.
Ostriches don't. Cassowary is the thing you want to be afraid of.
I used to think
they're
like
the violent
kangaroos.
I was gonna say kangaroo.
Kangaroo would fuck you up.
Ernie, it's a sleuth of bears.
Didn't they a sleuth?
A sleuth of bears.
Or it says sloth, doesn't it? With it?
No, that's another way to say sleuth.
Or sleuth or sleuth.
Yeah, sleuth.
But like, I used to think. So like, these are all going to pop culture. What was it, Ghost in the Darkness?
Where the lions killed for fun.
Right. So
Michael Douglas Val Kilmer.
It's a really good movie.
I know the movie.
It's a really good movie.
Yeah, I've seen parts of it.
It's one of the greatest.
It's the best. I love that movie.
But
it'd be the best movie ever.
I was in it. I told the lions where to go in the hotel.
I handled the lions. I said, lions, your hairs. You need to work on your hair. You got your hair like mine.
I thought like when I see like a tiger and stuff, I'm like, you know what? They look strong, but I bet you I could just like hold him.
No, dude.
The hardest part probably about them is probably their paws.
You know how to handle a tiger?
More than
put your finger up their butt.
No, you wear a mask on the back of your head. Because tigers won't attack you as long as you're looking at them. Because they're ambush predators. So if you put literally, they have saved millions
how the fuck do you know all these ways to get away from animals?
Did you not grow up watching like the Discovery Channel, the Animal Planet Channel, and things like that?
No,
Sometimes
I was watching movies
on
and
YouTube,
you're watching other weird shit when you grew up.
Yeah, I grew up watching educational stuff.
I want to know how to survive if I get attacked by a tiger.
Started jerking off to dolls at 8.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird correlation, all right?
You want to hear the greatest thing? You know the only somewhat effective way of escaping a polar bear is? Mm-hmm. Take all your clothes off and throw it around. The polar bear will go over and smell it, and it'll give you just a little bit more time to run away.
But polar bears are fast as fuck.
Where the fuck are you going in the middle of the tundra, bro? That polar bear ain't going to find you.
I don't want my mom.
They're the only.
I don't want my wife and son to find me butt asshole naked.
They're the only.
Dead by a polar bear.
They're the only.
I'm not going to outrun a polar bear.
Dude, they're the only predators that actively hunt humans.
Yeah,
that's fucking scary.
We've killed most of the seals, so the only thing that they can eat out in the tundra is those people that
What was the
out there.
cocaine bear? What kind of bear was it?
Grizzly bear.
Oh yeah, you don't fuck with that shit.
Did you know? I think it was the Russian army. They in World War I they had a bear in the army. It was a circus bear that they freed, I believe, and then they had it and it went to war.
Yeah,
it was on the front lines.
That's
like
crazy.
Here's armor or here's rounds for the big ass guns.
It was like a dog.
Yeah, and he would carry. And there's pictures of him like walking, carrying the fucking thing.
Oh, I thought I was gonna say like they use it to attack the other side. It's kind of like every premise of the
I think
alien movies.
I think
it's
a
weapon.
Have some kills, but I mean, imagine you're coming against a battalion. And
I think I would back
bear.
up. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
They eventually give him back to the zoo, and then anytime the soldiers would come by, he would recognize them and he would salute them. And then they would throw cigarettes in there because he liked to smoke cigarettes.
Bears
and eat
are great.
I come with bad news, General. They have a bear. It's like,
what is the problem, Fräulein?
He's got a cannon on his back. Oh shit!
I think we need to retreat.
What is
the bear?
What is the most dangerous animal we have?
The bear Jew.
No, they have They have badgers. Oh yeah, you're fucked if you fight a badger.
Are you?
Yeah.
A honey badger?
Yeah.
Most
small animals you can grab the back.
Yeah, Wolverines they say kill grizzly bears. I remember my dad always told me that. And I was like, Wolverine's my favorite animal now.
So with most small animals, you can grab them by the back of their neck and they won't do anything. Like especially with like young animals, like kittens, you can turn a kitten off. You can turn a cat off if you grab it by the.
How do you turn it on?
Gross,
dude. The furry thing keeps coming back.
That has nothing to do with cats.
Yeah, we're talking about cats.
And you just said turn it on.
But yeah, if you grab the nape of the cat will just kind of go into a catatonic state. That's why they call it catatonic state. They'll go into a catatonic state.
Like when you
don't actually know.
Rub the shark and they do that and they turn them upside down.
Mm-hmm.
And they make
or like even like dogs, when you scratch a dog, a certain part doesn't move its leg because its brain thinks it's.
What's the whole thing with
that? You just fuck up their brain.
That movie about staring goats? Didn't that really was a thing? People try to.
Oh, goats will pass out when you scare them, and they yell.
No,
they have those. They have those goats.
The military were using them or some shit.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
But they said that was real. Like they stared at goats and shit.
Have you seen that? There's a documentary about how they use for the hypnotizing people and all that stuff. Have you seen that? And they're triggering. They now have the stuff on the internet where.
Is it because the goats'
where
eyes?
People are freezing up when they're talking? Also,
goats got weird eyes.
Goats do have weird eyes.
They have like double pupils that look like this.
When we go to like harvest festivals or pumpkin patches, I don't want to fuck with goats. They're
it's the symbol of Satan, bro.
They're fucking mean.
Yeah. They don't give a fuck.
And you try to give them food, and they're like biting your fucking hand off.
I saw a bat the other day. Was at the house. a video of it on the ring.
Where was it from?
Of it flying at my face and stuff.
Was it from? Was it Wu Yang?
Hey, did you know?
Do you know who's afraid of a bat? Ace Ventura.
He is.
Dude, I watched the Ace Ventura Kid movie.
It's terrible.
I thought it was a prequel.
No.
And it was his son.
Yeah.
What happened to your dad? He was like taking care of like birds and got lost in Bermuda Triangle. And then in the middle of the movie, they're like, here's these keys. Open up this trunk. He knew you needed. And the pants and the shirt all fit the kid perfectly. Like he knew when he was going to open it. I just thought the kid was going to be like, oh, right. I was like, please don't do that. And he didn't, which was fine. But
That's good. I didn't watch it, but it looked terrible.
it was really
It was
bad.
like during that
Dude,
time
when
when
my
they
wife's at
kept
work,
remaking-
I'm bored. I'm trying to find things to watch. I'm like, oh, I love Ace Ventura. Maybe they do something now. I was
Watch
right.
something educational. How about
Hey,
you learn something
about
for a change?
animals so I can like
Yeah.
get into this conversation.
I got a classic question for you. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 10 duck-sized horses?
10 duck-sized horses.
Yeah, I think I'd
Yeah.
just punt them.
Because you would just start kicking the fuck
You don't
out.
fuck with a duck.
There's a really famous
Dude, it's
TikTok.
got a corkscrew penis, bro.
There's a very famous TikTok of two midgets. Is that the bad word? I'm sorry.
Yes, you have to call them little people or
Okay.
I feel like little people's worse, but whatever.
Two dwarfs.
worse than midget.
Dwarfs?
I don't know. I mean, you'd have to ask the person. I don't know.
I was watching a TikTok
With these
two little people, and they bust in the door, and the dad's like, what would you do? And then the little kid rips him back. He's like, what would you do if we both ran into your house? And the next clip someone made shows them punting two action figures out the door. It's hilarious.
There's one with a disabled dude, and he has like a long ass skinny arm, and they do the same thing. He just fucking slaps him out the door.
Is it like the guy that's like always on the ground?
Yeah, and
that
he has
guy's
glasses.
great. That guy's
Yeah.
so
glasses
funny.
and
Yeah.
the fucked up eyes kind
Dude,
of.
he's so funny. Just because he's with it, man. He's
Yeah,
just
he's
like,
he. I saw him do like a birthday wish to one of like Logan's YouTubers that he was watching, like this little kid. He just want to give you a happy shout out birthday, and it's just weird because you think the kid would be freaked out seeing him because he does look scary in a way if you're not
his
open to that.
arms are.
Well, his eyes are kind of messed up.
Still, he's funny. You can
He's
get
a good
over
dude.
it.
No, more power to
yeah.
him. Anyone that can make money off anything, I mean, use it. No,
Hey, did you know NASA has jerked off dolphins and used to feed them LSD? Yeah, back in the 60s.
Yeah.
There's this one scientist that
Oh my god.
would feed
see
them.
how it goes back to sex.
No, dude, I thought of something else about dolphins.
Oh, I'm going to hear this.
Yeah,
I like dolphin facts.
you never heard about the dolphin pussy jelly?
Nah.
Dude, there's dolphins.
Is that
I like how awkward that was for you to say that.
is that hair product?
No, okay, so there's jelly that can come out of a female dolphin's pussy that they gave to a chimp, and it ejaculated so hard it died.
What?
They
Wait,
use
hold
the
on.
jelly.
Where'd you find this?
Hold
It's
on.
on the internet, bro.
And how'd you find this?
It's on the internet, bro.
What do you mean they gave it to a...
I saw
they
it
gave
once,
to
and I was
a-
like,
you said
oh,
they gave
that
it to
can't
a
be
chimp?
true. And then I saw it again from somebody else,
Then
and
you
I
saw
was like,
the
oh,
chimp-
that can't
the
be
dead
true.
chimp.
Then I saw it again and again, and I was like, okay, I have to look into this. And yes, I think that
Hold on.
last time I checked,
You're saying
they harvested jelly
Yes.
out of a female dolphin's vagina.
Yes.
So it's her. It's,
gave
it's their
it-
juice. The dolphins.
They gave
juice.
it to a chimp. Like,
to
what do
see
you mean
how
by,
it would stimulate the chimp.
Like, what
I
do you
don't
mean
know.
by give?
Why did they give it to a monkey?
How did he receive it?
Any number of ways, it could have been through.
They just slapped it on his
injection and
hand and they're like, "Go for it, bro."
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, was it used as a lube?
Maybe
Was,
they
like, he
put it. Maybe
ingested?
I would assume that they used it as a lubricant.
And it was so good
That it
that
made
it
him
made him die.
He had a heart attack and died. And a chimp's heart's stronger than ours. Did you know that?
What if he's an old chimp? Maybe he's an old chimp.
Die from snoo snoo.
Snoo
I mean,
snoo. Death by snoo snoo.
Yeah, death by whatever circulate.
Did you find it?
Jacking off.
No, it just is. I'm just
Did I
finding
just lie on the internet?
monkey
Oh, no.
dolphin juice is what I wrote.
Why would you? It's not a
Right.
monkey. We're talking about chimp.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's also dolphin jelly.
All right,
juices.
God damn.
Just look up dolphin pussy jelly, dude.
I don't want to write that.
Such a
Yeah.
weird statement. Just say vaginal jelly. That sounds so much better.
Yeah, you get
I'll let you
advertisement
do it.
for something like that.
Oh my god.
But yes, NASA. They were
It
trying to
says
figure out
female
the
dolphins.
effects.
So anyways, Ernie growing up,
their vaginas to fend off males.
Ernie pulled me here on a false premise.
Yeah, he usually does that.
Yeah.
Dolphins'
did it.
vaginas will blow your mind. That's like the lead headline.
They also
Can you fight off a dolphin?
Dolphins
Flipper?
fight off
water?
Dolphins
Fuck
fight
no.
off
Sharks.
But they say dolphins aren't. Everyone makes like they're peaceful. They're like assholes.
So dolphins are the worst.
Orcas
are the best.
Orcas are assholes too, though.
No, orcas. But the key is orcas have never killed a human in the wild. They recognize our intelligence as long as we recognize their intelligence. So as long as they're in the wild, they won't.
Same way I am.
They won't fuck with us, right? So we're good.
That's
so I don't
weird.
care
How
if
would
an
they
orca
even-
wants to fling a seal 50 feet in the air just to torture
But
it to
they
death.
even showed them like where they were fucking with a turtle, like spinning it around.
Do you know
and,
moose
like, just
swim? They dive underwater to eat underwater kelp,
That's pretty
Really?
dope.
and they get eaten by orcas.
Damn, how deep do they go?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
What the fuck?
That you could be like scuba diving in Alaska and be like, oh shit, there's a moose, and then out of nowhere,
Yeah,
just
could you imagine just a moose just hella deep?
I'd
looking
sit
at
on
you?
them, try to ride them.
camels swim across like the. They don't swim all the way across the Mediterranean, but they'll swim across short parts of the Mediterranean, like in deep ocean.
I keep all these go back to movies. Didn't Arnold get in trouble for punching a camel in Conan?
And Conan, he did it in both of them, both the movies.
But
They got in
punch a
trouble
real
for
one?
They got in trouble for a lot of stuff because they also had used those tripwires on the horses, so that way looks like when he hits his sword, that the horse collapses. You know, because
There was a lot of that back in the day, though.
Yeah,
Milo Notice.
Then he does it and
Milo
jig all the
Notice, they
way
went
to
to
a
like
fake
20
deer.
different dogs.
To a fake reindeer and
Yeah.
jig all the way. Huh?
Milo Notice, they used like 15 different dogs.
I
and
know.
cats.
Hella dogs died. And the same with Homeward Bound. Hella animals died.
Well, any like old western, where do you all see horses always falling over and shit like that? That was wired, and most of those horses got shot afterwards.
I've seen a
Their
horse.
legs get
I've seen a
broken,
horse
it's like,
shot in
nope.
real life.
Did you?
Yeah.
How?
My grandma owns race horses, so I've been on the racetrack.
Ah, shit.
When the horse breaks its
You're
leg,
like, it was sick. And it
you
just came
know,
up
you know why they do that? It's
because
not,
you can't save the horse once their leg.
but that's
breaks.
not it though. They can save the horse
Well, doesn't it?
We'll
It's
build it.
insurance.
We'll build it
Too
faster.
much?
It's insurance.
Oh yeah, I didn't
We'll
even
build it
thought about
faster.
because if you
Stronger.
kill the horse, saying, "Oh, look, he's destroyed," we kill him because race horses are expensive.
Yeah.
and you get rid of them. You don't want to put a cast on and make it live, and then you go, "Oh, now I just have a lame horse," unless you're gonna put it out to stud. So most of the time they just kill it so that way it's insurance money.
Dude,
a lot.
studs have it so good.
I know.
Just like bring in the stud.
Or what they do, I mean, like Jackass, they just sit there and have them fuck a horse vagina, artificial horse vagina.
Could you do that? They don't get money or anything for that. Could you do that?
Jerk off a horse?
No, the one where they put their hand to inseminate it.
Oh, they do
Oh.
that. Yeah.
Could you do that?
If I get paid.
That's what I'm saying. They're doing it for like, Jackass.
Oh, something like, I mean, they're getting paid.
Well, I
they're
guess.
still getting
You need
paid.
content.
Could you castrate a male calf?
No.
I watched my grandfather do it. One of the most savage, merciless
How old
things
were you?
ever. I was maybe like 13.
Isn't it with goats, they like tie off the nuts so eventually they fall off?
Yeah, they said that's not healthy though to do that.
Or sheep.
No,
or stuff
they
like that.
they use like it's not like a snipper either. It literally is like two rubber bands that just
Yeah.
snap real quick, and it just twists the balls off in an instant. And then you cauterize it, and then you brand that shit,
No.
and then you
This is-
let it grow up,
We
and then you
ruined
sell it
this
out the market.
planet so bad. And all the animals and creatures.
Well, no shit.
No, they can't. They don't understand.
Is this what Noah wanted?
They don't understand.
Is this what Noah
It
wanted?
makes no
They
sense.
don't understand.
We're still yanking their balls off and shit.
They're not that sentient.
Not anymore.
No, not like octopuses are sentient.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Can you beat an octopus?
Could I beat an octopus? To give me the octopus. Tell me what octopus. A giant octopus? No. A blue ring octopus? Fuck no.
Hold
How
on. What's
big
the
is it?
scenario? Because you're saying, can you fight an animal?
How
But you're
bi-
not
this is
putting
like-
us in
this is like, what do we
scenarios.
play?
Yeah, you throw a shark on the land, I'm gonna whoop his ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Super fight. We had a lot of these were like animals, but of course they got lasers. And shit
And I feel like a
that.
shark, he'd be able to get his momentum around to try to at least still bite you.
Yeah.
But you still have an upper hand.
Yeah.
Like, no, shark
Orcas
in
are the
water-
ones you have to be afraid of because orcas can beast themselves and de-beast themselves.
You said they ignore us though.
Yeah, but
I know,
let's say
but
that
saying
for
if
whatever
you
reason you were in a hand-to-hand combat
Where
with an orca.
like a monster orca's gonna.
You're in the middle of a fucking wreckage.
I seen the movie Orca. It's kind of scary.
Do you know a sperm whale could kill you by making noise? If you sat in front of a sperm whale underwater and it
The
decided
vibration.
to make a noise, it would literally.
So
kill
could
That's
Fran Drescher.
fucking-
Fran Drescher could do that too.
That's
you know, people in
fucking-
Australia love the nanny.
Right?
Like they love it.
Crystal loves the
It's crazy.
That's going back to the vibration. That's fucking horrible.
That's insane.
Like this
That's
is
dope.
little-
You can-
Look at it worked on
A
Hulk.
blue-
Remember when they shot the vibration sound
it's
at him?
scanners.
A blue whale, if its tail passed past you
Have they even
underwater,
seen
it would
scanners?
kill you too.
I know you've seen scanners. Have you seen scanners? No.
You know what I've been really big on is They Live lately because what's all
That's-
going on in the world.
That's a good movie.
I've been seeing a lot of shirts.
You watch
it's like
Soylent
Obey.
Green, bro.
What?
You watch Soylent Green.
What's
man.
that?
It's people. Oh shit! I spoiled it.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You've never seen Soylent Green?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what you're saying.
Soylent Green.
Speaking Spanish.
Yeah, he just kept saying. I already kept hearing his green. I'm like,
Soylent
Green.
Is it new, old?
It's very old. If you fight an alligator.
If you
probably actually
face to face an alligator, or can I sneak up on him?
That's 6 million years of bio-weaponry, bro.
Yeah, but he doesn't have much though.
But if you're,
he doesn't have much because he's
depends on where you are. The thing is, an alligator can run like 20 miles an hour on land.
I know, but
they're not like crocodiles. Crocodiles stay in the water the whole time. Alligators will
straight
fuck
line,
you up.
yes. But the moment you break away out of that angle, they're not gonna be able to turn on you.
Yeah, but it's between running from it and having.
As soon as you get on his back, too.
Yeah, exactly. Like you just stay there.
You're fast enough to get out of
to roll out behind them, and then you can hop up on them.
What about a hippo?
No.
Fuck no.
Never.
I watched a video of a hippo like
hippos don't give a shit.
Kill. I can't believe it because
who would win, hippo or rhino?
Hippo.
You think so?
I know.
I don't know if hippo out of water maybe.
No, nothing messes with a hippo. A hippo can still run as fast as a rhino out of water, dude. Trust me.
I watched a hippo eat shit out of water.
Rhino's basically a hippo with a horn and armor.
Yeah.
The thing is,
rhinos don't try to start shit though.
They don't.
Yeah, but still,
rhinos are blind too, so they can't see past a certain distance. Like that's why they ram cars. Is because
you
they
guys
just
all
see
on
them
like?
as
Did you guys? Where're the magazines that used to come in?
National Geographic.
Zoo books.
Yeah, zoo books.
You motherfuckers all getting zoo book
subscriptions.
Did you want to hear the fact, or you just want to berate me for knowing it?
I want to berate you, but go ahead now.
Okay. Well, no. Rhinos can't see past they can't see past a certain point. They're blind, so they just charge at things randomly and just.
Fuck it.
But a hippo is just like has malicious intent behind its actions. Like it's just
I've just seen it gulp.
So a hippo's an asshole.
Oh, yeah.
Hippos
more
are
of an asshole than
they kill
rhino?
more people than any other like land animal. Like of course mosquitoes and spiders and they probably kill more people than snakes probably do. You know they're like the most dangerous thing in Africa for sure.
It's
funny because it's got to be the right area to pick that. I mean, it's overall. I guess I could see.
It's just funny.
There's actually funny though. There's pictures of crocodiles riding on the backs of hippos, just sunbathing on the back of a hippo. Because sometimes the hippo just doesn't care. But then you step anywhere near like the hippo, because it's all about. It's a male hippo with a harem, right?
Yeah.
So you come into his harem's area, he's gonna fuck you up, and then it's usually the women protecting the calves, right?
Yeah.
So they're gonna fuck you up too,
Well,
regardless of who.
And they're
you are.
humongous, so you know the weight of it alone, you're bumping into you.
You can't even hit them with bullets. Like you need like a serious round. To, yeah, for sure.
Well, just same thing like a bear. You got to have at least a 45 or higher.
Mm-hmm. Just because they got so much fat and their skin's so thick,
and it's
going
to bounce off their skull if you shot them in the skull.
Uh-huh. You gotta have something pretty big to take them down, like just like hitting it with an anti-material.
But just can't use a shotgun.
No,
it's all spreading. He's just like fuck.
At least a shotgun would probably hurt him.
Well, if you shot at its face, you have a good chance of hitting the eye, which is an important thing to hit.
But a shotgun with not pellets, but slugs, that'll work. I would think.
Owls work
still, man. I don't know. You miss one shot, that hippo's killing you, right? It's cutting you in half with its jaws.
Because they're quick.
They're not carnivorous, but they'll just tear alligators. I mean, tear crocodiles.
I think they are
half.
carnivorous.
No, they're not.
I swear I've seen them eat.
They don't eat. They'll kill things. They'll kill living things all the time for apparently no reason. Like a crocodile will literally come within like 100 yards. The hippo will see it and just bolt towards just to fuck it up.
There's a video. I don't know how popular it is. It's like all these. Is it hyenas? Maybe.
Dude, don't fuck hyenas either, bro.
They're trying to get this little deer. And boom, the hippo comes around and like they're scared to death and stuff. And then he's like chomp on the deer. Afterwards, I'm like, oh my god, I thought you were the hero.
He goes, no, he's fighting over a meal.
Yeah, but like he said, they're not going to eat it
because they're related.
But
to
like
horses.
from what I read, it said this was his territory.
They're murder horses. Yeah.
So it's like
anything living in that area. They're like of a certain size.
The deer couldn't you can't.
The thing is, a hippo won't fuck with the honey badger.
You don't want to fuck
honey
with a
badger?
Yeah, nothing will fuck with the honey badger. So cheetah kittens have a pattern on them instead of having those spots. They have a pattern that's like a black and with a white stripe just to look like bad honey badgers. So animals don't fuck with them because you don't fuck with the honey badger, bro.
That was such a weird joke, the whole honey badger thing.
But it's true. Like honey badgers,
or he gets bit by a scorpion. I mean, by the cobra or whatever.
They like piss.
They are
like
bulletproof.
Fucking beehives and shit like that.
They literally walk into beehives. The bees will be attacking them. They will not give a shit.
Yeah, honey badgers don't give no fucks.
Yeah, no.
It's the number one deadliest animal, mosquitoes.
Well, yeah, outside of mosquitoes.
Second, humans.
No.
So why
Those are
why mosquitoes? Just because of the diseases they carry?
Yes, because of malaria.
Three snakes.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
That's fucking...
Anymore?
Snakes?
I don't know. I mean,
I'm going to look at a different list.
Deer kill people all the time. Depends on how the animal kills
you crash the fuck into
That's the thing.
them.
It depends on how the animal kills you.
Moose kill people.
Do you know it's legal to kill kangaroos? It's actually encouraged because there are more kangaroos in Australia than there are people.
Should we go there? World's best.
They make good kangaroo leather shoes.
Best there is challenge.
Go kill
bags of kangaroos.
Hi, I'm Ernie.
Dude, I don't know.
Is that the only use for them after you kill them? Is like to make shoes?
No, people eat them.
Stuff? That's what I was wondering if they.
Hey, we're gonna be out here today. Me, Lucas,
but
and
it's
Declan. Gotta remember how many kangaroos we could kill.
They're pretty much hopping possums. You know, possums.
Have you seen
the trash monsters?
Have you seen them stand up and just flex though?
Have you seen that where that guy starts punching it because it has his dog in the headlock?
His dog and the kangaroo's like.
Yeah.
And he goes.
There like,
there's one where he's at the window where he's like, "Well, the fuck are you gonna? You fucked up my shit." Dude, I will know what I do. Like that's scary. I mean, remember at the old house when we had a
you're more
not a broken family.
Spiders, to be honest with you.
when the raccoons were outside of the house and our cat was out there, we're like, they're gonna fucking eat our cat.
Well, what happened was we thought because we used to have that deli cat food and it's in a little plastic, so we always left it out there. I go, man, there's a cat's really hungry because it's chewing through the plastic to get to the deli cat, and it was a raccoon, and the worst part was Emilio was with me.
So the raccoons were digging in the bag?
It wasn't a bag, it was a plastic thing.
Plastic
cat
thing.
food.
Yeah, of cat food. Well, anyway, so I went out there like I was gonna chase it away. First of all, it lunged at the slider.
I just remember it being like this and like
it lunged at the slider.
It was ready to go at the slider.
And then one time I go, I'm gonna chase it out, and my other son was next to me, and he was little. And as I looked up, there was like a bunch of eyes. So she had a bunch of babies, and they were looking over the fence. So
yeah,
I don't know what they ever did.
Spot.
You know, possums are really clean.
How do you know this?
I don't know.
Why do you keep asking this question?
Because I don't. These are things I do not know. I never knew. If I was on,
well, I've always wanted
phone
a
a friend.
rat.
Yeah,
so I looked up.
if I had to phone a friend, I'm like, oh, thank God, Declan's my phone a friend.
I looked up like
Declan, are you
cleanest
there?
animals.
Are you there, Declan?
It's important to know what the cleanest animals are because possums you can legit have as pets, and they're hyper
All right,
clean.
I'm here with Regis right now.
He's gone.
They want to know who the cleanest animal is. A, snake. B, possum.
And you know what the whole thing is? Declan go, well, the snake's pretty dangerous. I wouldn't go with that. He would like give you other facts on the other animals. Brown bears are pussies, so I wouldn't go with.
I'd say that on national TV.
Who cares how clean the brown bear is? He's a pussy. So don't worry about that one.
I only got 20 seconds. You're like, no, hold on, let me finish.
Brown bears are pussies.
No one fucks with a honey badger, but.
So I was going on a tangent about whatever the fuck you just said. And time's up,
Okay,
Ernie.
time's up, Ernie. I don't know.
I'm going to go with snakes. It's just something stupid. Box jellyfish are up there?
Yeah, they're hella dangerous.
Oh, yeah. So there's this one jellyfish that's like this big.
Yeah.
And if it stings you, it actually it causes you to want to die. Like that, you tell the doctors, I want to die because that's how agonizing it is.
There's a plant in Australia that has needles on it. It's like poison ivy turned up to 1 million, right? And the needles, when they get into you, they cause a neurotoxin that doesn't leave your body for like anywhere from a month to like years to maybe never. There is a single case of some Australian military officer taking a shit out in the middle of nowhere, wiping his ass, and then all his subordinates hear a bang, and they go out and they just see this guy with his head blown off because he wiped his ass with this thing. It was that painful.
Yeah. He killed himself?
He killed himself.
Fuck.
Dude, imagine getting something.
Is the pufferfish the one that goes in your dick that they talk about in the movie
No.
Anaconda?
No, that's
Was that a real fish?
Yes.
That's a real fish.
Yeah. Pufferfish are the ones that blow up, and you got to be careful when you cut into them. Otherwise,
Black mamba.
Are those the ones that they eat?
Yeah.
Yes.
They'll eat them. Yeah.
They'll eat the pufferfish?
Yeah, but there's a difference between being
people eat 'em
venomous and being like dangerous, right?
Yeah, so you have to
something can be passively dangerous.
you have to cut it just right,
yeah.
or else you can
God, it's so fucking weird because like I
People
look at
do die from it too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I look at a bunch
stonefish,
of different animals and they're all like
Poisonous
spiders,
venomous.
snakes, and
Yeah,
stuff.
'cause it's-
I'm just seeing if there's any like, whoa, I didn't know.
But they're not trying to attack you or anything, right? They're like usually you're in their way or something like thank God rattlesnakes have rattles, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't want to get. I've come across rattlesnakes all the time. Luckily, never
Have
been
you?
bit. Yeah. I used to live down by the river.
I've never
In
seen
a van
in my life.
down by the river.
Yeah.
In a van.
Can I jump to this table?
Oh, saltwater crocodile. Please don't. These are not that strong.
You know they're like
tables.
25 feet long.
What?
Saltwater crocodiles.
I'm glad you know that.
25 feet. You realize how big that is, though, right?
Look at that,
23 feet.
Yeah, exactly.
He knows his shit.
Dude, they're fucking big.
Real
massive.
quick,
Sharks
I
are
just,
huge.
I just
dude.
have to know, and I'm gonna cut out all the sex stuff. I'm just gonna make it us talking about animals and connecting it to movies.
Yeah, get rid of the racial.
I get
Yeah.
rid of. We say cunt so much in here. We always.
He forgot to censor it when you said it.
I forgot.
That's fine. Like.
I always censor cunt on for us, but how do you know all these things about animals? I'm impressed.
Like I said, many years of just
How do you
watching
know,
Animal
How
Planet.
you know so much stuff about movies?
I watch a lot of movies, but that's
That's probably if you watched a lot of Animal Planet.
Watched a lot of Animal Planet. Watched a lot of
I feel like he
documentaries.
was more
watched
like-
a lot of
I feel
videos
like
on
he's
YouTube.
more like Survivor Man, where
So
his
Yeah,
dad
like,
took him camping and
nothing's
just
gonna
left him in the
save-
woods.
Your information is not going to save you from shit.
Unless
We're
it's
boring.
His is going to be the one like go lay on the ground. You're going to go. That's not what Arnold would have done because you're like
rubbing
stuck
myself
in-
with mud and shit.
He can't see me.
If it dies or if it bleeds,
we can kill
die.
it.
Yeah, that's what he says. I always thought the quote. It's what's that called? Mandela
No, because
effect.
you think
I
no,
always think
because
if it
what you're
bleeds, it could
thinking
die.
of is you're thinking of Rocky, which he says if he dies, he dies.
dies.
No, I'm always.
No, that's what you're thinking.
No, I'm thinking.
Yeah,
of
because you say it in the Valkyrie.
if it bleeds,
not the Valkyrie,
he dies.
whatever his name
Val-
is.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Vladislav Castillo,
Why can't I say his name? Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph
Dolph
Lundgren.
Saltwater crocodiles.
And it's if it bleeds, we can kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Logan watched that.
And then in Predators,
I was like, "You're ready."
You know,
They
we were-
And do you know what's
do
weird
that
though?
line,
It's like
too.
I told Logan that it's weird because with, God, first of all, just give it up. Predator's like such a great movie.
we were just talking about that at work today.
But the thing is, the
Aliens is
the-
better.
we can't talk.
Yeah, Aliens.
You
is
won't
way
stop.
better.
They're on two
No.
different.
So,
planes.
no, but when we talk about verses, you like Xenomorphs better than Predators.
But
I love Predators.
I like
more.
Aliens, but if you go for the first Alien movie, it was okay.
The first Alien movie is like way.
It's very
the
very
first
like
Alien
Signs,
movie was
though. It's
very
tense.
No,
so.
very. The first Aliens movie was like Jaws. You didn't
Yeah.
see that. You didn't see the,
like
the
in it for, like,
predator. You didn't see. I mean,
six
you didn't see the actual bad guy or creature, which was cool. I like Aliens, but the reason
the
why I
bad
say
guy, but
Predator
not
was
bad.
better is you go to watch the movie Predator, and I saw it in the theaters, right when it first came out.
God damn, you're old.
And
I'm sorry, I didn't have
You
the
did-
opportunity.
you did.
Old
You did.
man.
So you go in there and you're watching, and it's this action adventure type army movie, and then all of a sudden it just switches straight into sci-fi, and you go like,
And it's
this
kind
is
of
fucking
horror.
awesome.
Alien, I feel it's more horror.
Alien is.
Yeah.
It's considered to
Yeah.
be one of the, if not
You know
like
what's
the
funny?
start of horror movies.
I remember you
pretty
going
much.
with your friend. You're like, me and Derek are going to watch The Crow. And I was like, damn, I wish I could go. Because I couldn't go watch it.
The Crow?
The Crow, yeah. It was super rated R.
Yeah, where was gonna go watch The Crow? Oh, me and Derek were saying.
Yeah.
I said him. Yeah. The Crow is a great movie. That's one of my favorite movies.
I just remember you're talking about going to movies. 'Cause
I think
you're
the
fucking
lore-
old.
Did you know a group of crows is called a murder?
There's a movie called A Murder of
I
Crows.
called it a flock the other day, and he was like, "It's a murder," and
It's
I was
actually
like,
a murder.
and
It's
I'll-
way cooler. At least give it
"But
respect.
I
right?
said it's crazy that that's the only bird that has a different name for their group."
No, I think penguins are.
we talked about that, and I said penguins are not birds. These are conversations.
Penguins aren't
Penguins
birds.
mate for life.
You know what's crazy
wait,
about a
wait.
penguin?
What
brings
Don't
is,
the
touch
trouble.
me.
did you say penguins aren't birds?
Have
Yes.
you seen the
Are
skeleton
you an
structure of a
idiot?
penguin?
Why?
They
Just because
can't
they don't fly?
fly.
So neither can. Isn't an ostrich?
Ostriches, cassowaries. Jesus, dude. Chickens?
Turkeys can fly. I've seen them.
Sort of.
So did I prove
I
that
mean,
Predator
they
was
float.
better just because?
They fall with
So
style.
Predator was better not just because I seen it in the theaters, just because of the whole thing.
I get it.
Alien, I tell you, Aliens 2 was awesome.
Dude, Bill Paxton's great in that movie, man.
Yeah, he
Well,
is.
yeah,
Game
Aliens
over,
2
man.
far outweighs Alien 1.
Alien.
Well, because number 2, she
Aliens-
gets in
They're
that
just
fucking
different
suit.
movies.
Well, yeah, it's different movies. And
They're
it's
like almost not connected except for the alien and
Well,
Ripley.
the Aliens 2 made it more of an action type
Yeah.
movie. The other one was, like you said, was a horror movie.
Well, there's
Aliens-
more than one alien too, right?
Yeah, it was a whole
Yeah,
bunch. It was a whole bunch.
Yeah, because she had to fight the queen.
Yeah, because the colony of people all got trapped in there.
Real quick, that fucking crocodile can strike quickly with a bite, delivering 3,700 pounds per square inch.
Yeah, it could snap you
of
in half.
pressure, rivaling a T-Rex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know
If I see any kind of crocodile right now, I just wouldn't want to be around or wherever the
it's
fuck it is.
6 million? No, even older. It's got to be like
I think the only thing
gotta
technically
be a-
older that we have existing would be jellyfish.
no, because we got trilobites. And
Cockroaches.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Spiders, dragonflies, all that shit.
No, I mean,
those are
like
the first things on land.
Do you believe there is?
Don't say something dumb.
He's going to say something dumb. Say it though.
I don't think you're gonna say something dumb because it's
Thanks,
your birthday.
Dad.
It's your birthday.
Thanks. You're welcome, son.
Your dad's still approval.
Do you know what that's from? What movie?
No.
Do you know?
I can't remember.
I'll give it to you one more time.
That's not gonna probably help me.
Thanks, Dad. He goes, you're welcome, son. You have 10 seconds. I'll give you one clue and you'll get it.
Did you know?
Jim Carrey.
Oh, is that from Liar Liar?
Yeah, I was gonna say Liar Liar. That's the only time I think he has an actual son
Ernie.
in any movie. Oh no, he has a son in Dick and Jane.
He gives him a glove, and then Carrie Elways goes, "Look at that!" And he's like, "Thanks, Dad." And Jim Carrey looks at him, "You're welcome, son." To Carrie Elways. Go ahead. Sorry, what were you saying? What I was gonna say, stupid though.
Oh.
Do you believe, like people say, places that we can't travel, high in the mountains, low in the water? Do you believe
can travel? We've traveled as high as possible on Earth. We've been to the top of Himalaya. That's the highest point of Earth.
Inside of these that we can't go into, do you believe there's also type of dinosaur type ancestors that live in there and stuff?
There's odd creatures in the ocean very deep that you would not.
Yeah, but there's no krakens. I mean, there's giant squids. There's no like megalodon.
Cthulhu?
No. Cthulhu doesn't have to exist in our plane of reality.
No.
It's like you didn't know. It's like you know nothing about Eldritch horror.
I don't know.
You're not supposed to understand it. That's the point of it. That's what's scary about
Okay,
it.
but I'm just saying, if people believe that.
I mean, if Cthulhu existed in the world, I mean, then we wouldn't
if you
have
believe
everything we
dinosaurs
have.
live under the earth, you're a fucking moron.
like in the core.
You're a fucking moron.
I do. I
With the
mean, I
magma.
can see if there's caves we haven't explored, but not dinosaurs, but something that could be descendant of. Because we do find
nothing
plenty
that
of
big. You can't. You know. They don't
I didn't
understand.
say that big, did I?
Raptors
It's
are
a
the
descendant
size-
of it.
Raptors are the size of turkeys. So
That's
it's
Depends
like,
what kind of raptor.
That the animals they find in caves are like fish and little salamanders and maybe insects.
because people still find
And
new
fungus.
animals.
They're not. We're not
Yeah, but I
finding
think the animals that we
Sasquatches.
find that look
They-
weird and stuff is like because we screwed up the environment, not because they're descendants. Like you get like fish
destroyed
with
Mother
4 eyes
Nature.
and crap and stuff like that. I
No,
think
but
it's
we're like
'cause of
discovering
us.
like there's like I said there's little fish they discovered in Mexico that are like this big, but they're only live in this cave and they don't know like what they feed on all this stuff.
Yeah.
So they're doing research on that, but we're not finding new types of big cats or
No.
horses, or we're not finding big fucking animals.
Or
we're finding
Bigfoot.
very small stuff
Does Bigfoot exist?
We haven't found
Could it be
Bigfoot
a
because
big
he
ass gorilla?
because he walks between realities.
Could be.
Who? What?
There's
One of the
actually-
biggest
there's
theory
an
of why we don't see
SCP
Bigfoot is because he walks through reality.
Yeah, there's
like
an-
a multiverse.
He's
Yeah.
he's Dr.
He's
Who.
actually part of like a super high
He's the
intelligence
sixth.
species.
He's the sixth Sinister Six.
Mm-hmm. But also, Sasquatch ain't real.
Yeah, because they haven't seen any
Yeti?
real pictures of him
Yeti?
or anything.
Yeti's not real either.
I'm gonna prove you wrong.
You can't. You'll never go there.
I'll befriend him. If we get sponsors enough and we can go fly there,
To where? Where are you gonna go find the
My
Yeti?
sponsors.
Tell me
enough.
where
You're
the
not gonna-
Yeti.
That's the last thing.
Tell
you're
me
gonna
where
do.
the Yeti is.
Hold on. Why would you want to find that? Why would you want to go to that kind of environment?
'Cause
You
I-
wouldn't
I'll be
survive
rich.
going to that environment.
but anyways, yeah. So back to Wendigos and what they're the same thing.
This happened.
Technically, yeah.
Now, do they exist?
No.
No. Now the reason why they don't exist because, like, as far as like Native American cultures, a lot of Wendigos or Skinwalkers, they take whatever, like if you drop hair, they can technically use that to shapeshift into you. Well, at that point, they can run rampant. Now there's an SCP about the Wendigos, and the reason why they don't exist anymore.
Was it again?
SCP, that's
Secure, contain, protect.
It's a wiki. It's a fan fiction.
I
thing.
know what it is. We've talked about it
Yeah.
before. I just needed a refresher.
And then the U.S. government fought Wendigos because the Navajo reservation was having a problem with Wendigos.
This isn't real.
No,
No, this is a fake
No, it's
story.
all
It's
fake
a
stuff.
fake,
Oh, okay.
fakey, not real story.
but it's kind of like
no, the
it's-
U.S. government legitimately in 1970 fought a war against the Wendigos.
Actually, no, it was the 1800s. It started
See,
like
you
all the
guys
way
are
back
coming
there.
at it like it's a real thing.
Yeah, but that's
not.
because it's designed
written
story
as if
Has
it
there
was a
been
real
any
thing.
movies with Wendigos and Skinwalkers?
It's a video game.
Yeah, they're in shows like Supernatural.
Well,
I think it's like their
Wendigo
third
fights
episode.
Wolverine in his first appearance.
Yeah, but that's not what a Wendigo looks like.
Then
you just said they're not real.
Then you got
But
Until Dawn.
that's not how they're described to look like. I'm sorry.
Until Dawn had some dope ass ways that when, especially how fast
they got
move in
long.
You guys are talking like they're
arms.
fucking real. What do they look like?
long arms,
long legs,
long. Yeah, everything's
Slenderman.
Yeah,
sharp
pretty
teeth.
much.
No,
but
they have a face and all that.
They do have a face.
Are they furry?
No.
They are fairly blind.
Mm-hmm.
I need to look at the camera when I said, "Are they furry?"
No, they can't
All right,
be.
Doctor Strange.
It depends on how far into
Furries.
the change
I
they
know
are.
you gave the wink like you're Doctor Strange. Idiot.
Technically, it depends on what they really want because they are.
Can you beat a furry? Or can you beat a Wendigo?
No.
Who would win, an indigo or a crocodile? Let's go back.
It'd be very difficult.
So, how do you know all this stuff? Is it because your family told you about this, or you research stuff yourself?
When it comes,
It's how they kept him in his room.
well, like a lot of the Navajo
Stay
creation
away
stuff.
from the Barbies.
I have a book that's the Navajo creation story. So someone went to the reservation, found an elder who, granted, he had to live there for like 5 years before they even told him anything. Then he eventually got all the information out. But TV shows, YouTube, other things like that.
No, I was just wondering if it was something that was like being Native American.
He sat around
Family-
a bonfire. And
If your family like shared stuff
throw the
with
dust
you
in
or
it.
something.
Yeah, no, I've heard it.
that was
I've heard it. Heard
It's
it
like
through my
John
whole
Charles.
lifetime.
Pop rocks.
Especially like my mom would always bring up like on the reservation when you get your hair cut, they would burn it because they
Don't want the wind to
Wendigo
go.
will come.
yeah,
and
they
get
don't
it.
want the wind to go to do and stuff like that.
Well,
Now, there's,
So do
there's
people?
stories-
So do people believe it? You don't believe it, but do
Oh,
other
on the
elders?
reservation? Oh, fuck yeah.
That's
Dude,
fucking
there's
crazy.
stories.
Hey,
that just
whatever
hear all the
keeps you
time.
from
There's a
eating
lot
people.
of old Mexican stories.
Whatever
too
keeps you
about
from
that.
eating people.
That's why they
What
made
is
that
it?
movie,
The
the
weeping,
Llorona and all that stuff.
weeping
they did.
woman.
Yeah,
right?
the Llorona.
La Llorona or something like that.
Like
Like
they also,
Gramba?
they also believe, like native cultures also believe.
It's cool. He
in
can do
their,
that,
like,
guys.
their-
I'm Mexican. I don't care.
They're spiritual. So
It's not
like
even
coyote,
I don't know.
they believe coyote is actual real. Technically he's a spirit, coyote.
It's a dude.
Oh, you're
he's-
talking about the.
yeah,
See,
he's
I
technically the
actually,
Loki.
When I was writing this book about all the different gods, like Coyote is the Loki of.
Yeah,
Native
the
American.
mischievous, the trickster.
So they
I'd kick
believe.
the shit out of that coyote.
Is he like demonic to them, like the devil?
No.
Kinda in a way.
No,
He's like, why?
he's Loki. He's like
He's
legitimately
not
how
Mephisto.
Yeah,
Well, I didn't know if do you guys have a certain devil?
They have deities that are.
You wouldn't call him a devil.
Yeah, you
That's a
wouldn't call
Western
him- yeah.
concept.
A version of it, I said.
Yeah, there are.
But
Like
even
the-
that is
like
a
white
is
There
a-
are
like
other
the
they're
epitome
gods.
of
But
being-
even I know I'm putting you in check because even the devil and demons and even evil spirits are a concept of Western society. Okay, there are in Eastern side they have it, but there are just spirits, right? And the spirits are just they're not good or bad. They are just the spirits of X thing,
Yeah.
right? They're not necessarily assigned by the natives as a good or bad thing. They're part of the universe. Whereas in when we created Christianity and we created like shamanism, even shamanism is there weren't demons or anything. That's why shamanism looks so demonic. People wore like headdresses of like horns and stuff like that. They didn't have a concept of what was a demon and what wasn't. Everything was just a natural spirit that could just be good or bad. It was just natural.
Now,
right?
when the Western
when Christianity and Judaism and a
when
lot
Western
of these,
people came, do they look at them as idiots because they're afraid of?
yes,
Well, just
no
like
shit.
you might look at them as idiots because they say skinwalkers.
yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
people that
All I
that
know
never
is a
believe.
day.
Or how you would look at a Christian and think he's dumb for even believing in God, right? Like if you see yourself as a higher plane of thought, like not even if you actually are, if you just see yourself as that, you'll always look down at everybody below you. It's a problem with disconnection, you know. That's why being an atheist in a certain way is just as bad as being a like fundamentalist Christian. If you're just an
I think
atheist,
long as you don't fucking go after each other, it's fine.
that's but most people. It's not even just about going after each other. It's like you don't have to directly go after somebody, but if you have a superior complex towards somebody and you treat them in a negative light, that's not helping anybody. You know, even if you're not actually going out and being like, you're an idiot. Even if you slight people and just disrespect them on the street for that, sure, it's not like you're going to ruin that person's day, but that's how we dehumanize each other with these thoughts every single day about how I'm better, even if
Did
we're not
you
expressing
ever,
that.
as a kid, believe it when they would tell you stuff?
Well, yeah, as a kid, I believed in a lot of that stuff, especially growing up in the middle of nowhere.
The only thing that
I mean, because they
Like,
always.
I live in the woods, and at night you
That-
hear stuff, you see things.
We used to use the kukui.
I'll say the kukuis, like my great grandma used
Like
to
you'll
be
go in that room. Don't go in that room. Whatever reason why they don't want you to go in that room, they go with the kukui.
the Baba Yaga.
Yeah. basically.
Like when you go down the hallway,
boogeyman.
they're like, I would be a little scared. They'd be like, don't go down there. Kukui's down there in the dark. That's fucked up.
But
to
there's
do to kids.
There's
That's what they. But that's
no,
how they
there's
used to
reasons.
make you to do that.
That's how you teach people that they're, especially back. It's less relevant nowadays, but back in the day, you used it to teach people to fear the dark.
Yeah, because there's
You
a reason
used it to
fear the
teach
dark.
people cannibalism was dangerous, right?
But that's different than the dark.
No,
The
because
dark is one of the most dangerous things in humanity forever.
Let's
It's the
say
reason
like
we
early
created fire.
civilization, you
Doesn't
go off as a
Antarctica
child into
live,
the
like,
dark.
in the dark for like.
But not a lot of people live out there. It's still super dangerous. You know, not having sunlight can kill us.
I think it's just a way to
but
control
there
a
are-
kid for.
but there are
don't go down that
animals.
room. Don't do whatever. It's because the kukui. That's
Yeah.
the way As growing up, that's what they used to say. Don't do that.
But
The kukui.
it's changed, right?
Yeah,
But it's-
or the kukui is going to get you. See, you do that, the kukui is going to get you. Just like people use like.
But kids aren't reasonable and logical, right? You can't tell a
No,
kid,
that's what I'm saying.
don't go out in the forest because
Yeah.
they're.
Well, you
like-
can't even. You have to teach kids not to go on the street because they're gonna get hit by a car. You got to teach them. You know, I mean, you're not gonna
How do you teach them that though?
You tell them not to go out in the street.
pull them. You get.
That's
and then
what I'm saying.
You tell them you're gonna
there's
get
no-
Firmly
hurt
tell
and all
them.
this stuff.
You
There-
demonstrate to them
but still
that you are
there's
serious
no way you
about it.
give
But there's only a
examples,
certain point
so.
where they're finally gonna figure it out what
Yeah.
that really means.
There are some instances where you have to touch the stove pan to know it's hot,
Yeah.
right?
Well, yeah, sometimes they touch it, and that's the whole thing. Is they learn, but I don't think you're stupid. I don't think
I'm stupid.
Yeah, you got burnt. My dad
This
used to
wasn't
have
a
a bunch of
burn.
burns from pizza.
Yeah.
This isn't a burn. This is a slice.
Hickey.
No. Yes, Ernie, this is a hickey. You're a fucking moron.
Is there something you need to talk to us about? You're over here cutting yourself.
No. There's these ones. Those are burns.
Those
ones are way more
These are ones-
I used to
Amazing.
burn myself.
These are ones right here. I wasn't
This
feeling
isn't
too good
opening
the
the
other
oven
night.
like
That's
that,
what it
right?
seemed
Huh?
like.
We have an oven that opens with 2 doors, so when I open the oven like that, I'm not paying attention. Just the edge.
Well,
will-
ours, the door, the
Oh.
falls this way, so you go, you touch yourself. And one time we were trying to fix it, and I burned my arms all up.
Do you
Yeah,
think
I got
vampires could be a real thing?
No, they're not.
I asked Lucas because he believes in deviant shit.
No, I mean it'd be a cool reality, but at the same point, I don't.
That's
think
not the question. Are
It'd be
vampires
cool if
real?
they're-
Yes or no?
You
I
don't think
don't
people
think
drink
it's-
blood?
That doesn't make them a vampire.
It depends what you class. Like a classical vampire.
Yeah, because you're just gonna say that people who drink blood, that's not.
They're
You're talking about people who are immortal that
Where
can't
they
come out
have to
during the
drink
day.
blood.
That are dead.
Yeah.
That are cold. Like even if you told me this thing is not human and you told me it's a vampire, then sure. But people who drink blood, you can test them. They're still human.
Yeah.
They
And
still got
I
blood. They
don't-
still are warm. You know, they're
I
not
think
some other being.
With how intelligent people can be and how they would have to know, they would have to be on the ground. If there was vampires, everyone would be one, because at some point you would have them all be on the ground enough.
the problem is vampires have to hunt us like cattle.
Yes, but that's
can't
not
kill us.
really.
Yeah,
They
I've seen
can't
that
turn
Blade.
us all
On
off.
Blade 3, where they have them all like in that.
Yeah,
big
but
ass
here's the
freezer.
thing.
And they're,
Here's
like,
what you do
getting all
if
the
you
blood.
if you needed to do that. You just turn the highest people in the world into vampires, and you go, "We're controlling this shit."
Okay.
Because you're a vampire, which means you're soft-footed.
But Lucas, you're missing. There's one problem with this whole
Yes.
thing.
Blade.
Vampires aren't real.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if they were real, we would know about it extremely well. There's no way to hide anything
No,
like
yeah.
that anymore.
So
They wouldn't hide it.
How about
Yeah,
I
they
think
wouldn't.
eventually
Okay.
they would
Yeah,
hide it.
there's no.
Why would you?
Because they're superior. They're gonna be superior.
Yeah, I mean, at that
Physically,
point,
yeah.
like, try to shoot me. I'm dodging these things. All right, now you're a vampire too. Let's go. Just you're gonna.
And who knows? They'll even have the like same weaknesses as like.
now Daybreakers.
Daywalker.
They could just be like immortal people that are hella fast that all they need is drink the blood. They don't need to be worried about sunlight or anything.
Now the
Or silver
problem.
bullets.
Yeah, who
the
knows? They could
problem
just be
comes
immune.
into like Daybreakers, where you have the population being all vampires and they're harvesting humans.
Yeah,
and
but
they
if
hunt
vampires
humans.
existed in real life, we couldn't guarantee they'd work like how we pretend like vampires work.
No, but I mean, like we would assume that they're
But we're
intelligent.
pretending that they exist, so we can't.
Yeah.
We got to pretend.
Exactly.
something part of
now, or like the Nosferatu from 30 Days of Night.
No,
But that's actually
no
old
Nosferatu.
movie though, right?
it. Nosferatu, but not 30 Days of Night. 30 Days of Night's.
A
No, but
Nosferatu's a different kind of vampire.
But they're considered Nosferatu. That's the
Oh.
brand of vampire.
They're not just a straight
that's
vampire.
because then they look different too.
Yeah.
Here's my other thing. I'm asking Lucas because Lucas is crazy. Lizard people. Because I've seen so many videos.
There's like
so many videos.
3% of the population that have reptilian eyes.
So many people on
It's
videos.
like some
they're
kind of
like,
ridiculous thing.
look at
What do
Hillary.
you mean reptilian?
Look at
eyes?
look
They
at
have
Hillary
reptilian
Clinton's
shaped
eyes,
eyes.
and they're like, and it's like clearly someone made that.
What do you mean?
Their
Like their
irises and everything are shaped as a reptilian eye.
but they blink like we do.
Yeah, they blink normal, but as far as like the overall shape of their eye, it's more reptilian. And
Are
they
there
do see,
people
like the
with
JonTron.
other
Look at that.
kinds
You
of
could've
eyes?
tripped.
Do people have like flat eyes too? Like is it like or is it like you either have normal eyes or reptile eyes? That's it.
Alex Jones.
I don't know, but all I know is that like they
reptiles.
found as far as like reptilian shaped eyes, like there's like it's like 1 to like 3% of the
Why you
population.
throwing the
has
New
them.
World Order while you're
Because Illuminati.
I
Well,
know.
because it goes into the Illuminati.
It does.
It goes into
Upside
the moon
down.
being fake and being a satellite.
The moon's
where-
not fake.
Where you have the reptilian people living in that moon, kind of a
We're
thing.
not talking about this, Ernie.
Like you can have me
two
go
and your
down this
moon
rabbit
theories.
hole forever.
They had a little girl ask, I think, was it Buzz Aldrin? They were like, she's asking questions, and she's like, why haven't we gone to the moon again? And he just was like looking around like, can someone get this little girl out of here? And
Well,
it's
because there's
kinda-
no
Because
reason
there's
to.
nothing on the moon.
There's
have
legitimately
you
no
have
reason.
we traveled through the whole moon?
Through the moon.
The dark
How
side
do
of
you
the moon?
expect us to travel through the moon?
Yeah, you
it's
can.
a fucking rock.
You watched Armageddon?
That's a movie.
They can bring a drill team up there.
Oh, God, you piss me off so much when you say dumb shit.
What
You
if
know
it
how
was
expensive
cheese?
That is.
You're so
You know how
stupid.
expensive that is? To send a drill team up to the moon?
No, because they get paid less than an astronaut.
No. I'm
Bullshit.
talking about the how expensive it is to send something like all that weight.
How is astronaut training less expensive? I mean, than training for an oil.
I'm not even talking
rig?
about the training. I'm talking
That's
about
what I'm
the
saying, though.
hours
Is
to
why-
get those
why
damn
is
things.
it-
I don't want to fall.
Why would you
asleep.
need to get oil riggers to be astronauts? Wouldn't it be cheaper
I
to just train
don't,
astronauts to be
Yeah.
oil riggers?
Plus, they should have the capability.
Because you can just tell them, they go, you're
not.
not going to get paid the same as them because you're not an astronaut.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got my life.
See, you can just do.
But then
like,
you just say
It's
no,
gonna be
right?
like, but someone's going to say yes.
Sure.
You can get
Well, that's
anybody
where-
to
that's
do
where
any
you go,
job
like,
for
in
less
Armageddon.
money.
Like, just
because someone's going to need money more than the
I'm
other
like, hey, when I
person.
come back, there's no taxes for life.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Like
I want the White House.
So this is. I
That's a
remember
huge
watching
demand.
this as a kid.
I don't want the
remember-
presidency. I just want
I
the White
want
House.
the White House.
President can live in my house for the rest of his term.
Hey, pick up your shit. Go
So
ahead.
I asked my mom because we were watching Armageddon like when I was a kid. I was like, "Would you actually take that no tax thing?" She had the audacity to go like, "No, I think my taxes are good."
I'm
like,
proud to be an American.
You're an idiot. Like
Yeah.
100%, yeah. Because my tax.
What
money
was
ain't going
what was
shit.
the request? They said
They won. There was a bunch of there was like 50 requests. They all had one, but the biggest one was no taxes.
No
Like,
taxes would be a very big one.
Like none of us want to pay taxes ever.
But
Again.
is that like when you go to the store, you're like,
I would
I
assume
think with taxes on anything,
anything.
Like you
so
pull
on
out
your
a
house,
you pull out a
when
card.
you get your retirement, that's.
I mean, at that point, that's where the government goes.
or
Here's
when
a
you get your
card."
check from work,
Like that card's it's an unlimited card.
I want a
There you fucking
universal
go.
$400,000 income every year.
It's like in game they saved the world, so now they walk around with cards like Falcon. See, Falcon couldn't even get a boat
He wasn't getting a boat. He was
or
getting
a
a
loan,
loan.
whatever.
Well, yeah.
He wasn't getting a loan.
It's a racist thing.
Yes, I know. I watched the
Yeah.
show.
But I'm just saying, yeah.
It was very heavy-handed. We talked about it.
I don't know. I just feel like we could go back to the moon
But what's the
For
purpose,
why?
though?
There's no
just to go
point.
back.
Well, here's the thing: we don't.
You
even
don't
need
have to
send
pay
What
for
people
else
that.
is NASA doing?
Shut the fuck up.
What else is
You
NASA
don't.
doing?
You don't have to pay for it. So shut up.
What else is NASA doing?
Actually, not
They're-
a whole lot because they're having a lot of their budget cut down. 'Cause there's no reason for them to exist anymore.
There's nothing in space.
What happened to Space Force?
It still exists.
That was a
Technically, they're
Fake news,
having
a
what
fakey,
the
fakey,
Guardians.
Not real.
They got them uniforms and shit.
Sure.
It's morphin' time.
But what I mean, there's really nothing we can do with our
They go
current
fight space
technology
ISIS.
to go into space beyond what we want to.
What about like existing on another planet when this planet eventually we screw this one up so bad?
I mean, that
That's what they're talking
I'll
about.
be long dead before that's relevant.
Yeah,
So-
That's true, but
don't-
Who are those?
your
who
kids
are
are
the
your kids are your kids.
who are the
will.
guys-
well, here's the thing: like, you're not going to have the population going up there. You're going to have the rich people going up there, and we're going to be left here.
If I'm
Anyone who
forgotten,
cannot afford to leave the planet is staying here.
I
And they're
only-
going to be forgotten.
I only care about the world as long as I'm remembered.
Because like anytime, like 40K, even though
If
it's a
anybody
fantasy
forgot me, then
world,
why do I care about the world?
the
world
moment
doesn't
you
care about me
break off
anymore.
to
That's some Thanos
multiple
shit.
worlds,
So I'm.
to
What?
Tony Stark?
I mean, think
They'll
about the
remember
logistics
you.
of a government trying to work on two worlds. It's not going to happen. You're going to have that world government, that world government. You're not going to have. a
Then we're gonna
unified-
have War of the
Yeah, they'll
Worlds.
develop different. They'll develop
Yeah.
different society structure and different.
You're going to have. Yeah,
I know
you're
the
gonna
rich are
destroy
going to go there,
humanity.
but the rich are not going to want to do everything just like now.
no. they're going to incentivize by like it's going to be
Earth.
like slave labor at some point.
That's what I was saying. There's always going to be a lower class.
I refuse to leave Holy Terra. Goddamn.
Or at that point,
But
they
then
learn
we
how
would
to
have
create
Star
clones.
Wars.
No,
You don't think the two planets would go against each other?
that's not the plot of Star Wars.
It's
Have
not,
you seen Star Wars?
It's not realistic. There's no way to have a battle that's going to be cost effective in space unless we know how to
Have
move.
you seen an X-wing?
Unless we found the technology to move within that distance in that period of time.
That's no moon.
We'll just tap into some.
Because
psychic,
how long does it
psychic
take
reality.
to get from here to Mars? Years.
I mean, have you watched
But-
Godzilla? They
but
got shot in one day from like America to Japan with that technology.
Huh?
What about? Yeah.
Sorry, what?
In Godzilla, when they take that transportation,
That's a
they
movie.
go from America
Ernie,
to like Japan.
Ernie, that's a movie.
Also,
It can happen.
the distance is far less.
Yeah, it's significant.
Way significantly less.
But what about when the Millennium Falcon does, hyperspeed? That was pretty.
Explain to me how that works.
I can't even explain to you how an airplane works. So
Thrust and air pressure currents.
Yeah.
Stop talking dirty.
But just like they say, what do you say? I don't know how to build a clock, but I know how to tell time. So that's all that matters to me.
I mean, I don't know. Building a clock is
Actually, a lot of people
Is
don't
a
know how to read a
mathematical-
normal analog clock
Yeah,
anymore.
just like
I
people don't know how to
was like,
drive
hey,
a
Jose,
stick
what's
shift.
that? They're like,
Yeah, but analog clocks way over the stick shift. Stick shift is just a less. So at this point, we're developing cars that are now electric, so now it's just less efficient. For a while, at least, it was more gas efficient than driving
Yeah, but it's
an automatic. Nowadays, it's just irrelevant.
It's cooler to drive a stick shift.
Yeah,
Well,
you
now
feel
If you have a
like
muscle car,
cooler.
especially.
now you got.
Well, yeah,
things
but
that
then
have
it's like a
double
whole. It's
clutch
part of a whole
transmissions,
thing, right?
Which means now you don't have to worry
If
about
you
pushing
get
the clutch.
the jaws,
if I had to
You still
drive
have
my
the same
beat up
capability
SUV,
of shifting without the clutch.
Do you know how to drive a stick shift?
No,
Yeah, so you could steal my car if I had one.
no. But I'd probably be able to
You
learn.
never
Just-
had
it
your
depends.
car.
you can steal my car if you want. It's a piece of shit.
Would it be better if you stole it? Like if we had it
I
get
could get insurance
stolen
on it.
and burned, and then you could be like, oh no.
Way to just destroy the environment. That's really helping the environment.
Oh.
There's a lot of toxins put in the air when they burn and destroy
There's a lot of
cars.
toxins when you drive your car.
More when you destroy your car.
Are we gonna get flying cars?
No,
We should have
It's-
by now.
It's not realistic.
it's not
Dude,
efficient.
you know how much
but-
they thought was gonna happen in
Hey,
2000?
but also, okay, so
21,
not being
dude.
realistic is one thing, but if you think about when you watch the Jetsons, I know I'm older, and you watch the Jetsons. you
I've
used to
seen the Jetsons.
used to see people talking to people. That's how they answered the phone. Now
Yeah.
we got that.
Well,
Yeah, but it's like
I mean,
a lot
the
of things
flying
in-
cars a little
lot of things
different
in Back
because
to the
of
Future came-
physics.
well,
right?
not even the physics aspect. Is you got like look how we do with roads. Now you're
Where
gonna
we're
have to
going, we
regulate
don't
the
need
sky.
roads.
No, I know because of different levels and
Yeah,
it
like-
would-
Plus,
if you
like,
could even make them fly, it would
We'd
be-
have to make an.
They did
we'd
in
have to
Attack of the
make
Clones.
an engine efficient and cool enough to be able to lift a vehicle off of the ground. How are we going to do that? You just have
Fifth
We don't have
Element,
the- yeah,
Attack
the-
of the
the
Clones.
energy
They all
to
did
do
that.
that.
where
And,
they
like,
had flying.
hovering. It's like the shit
What
we
about
have that
Fifth
now
Element?
hovers.
That's why I said Fifth Element did it where
Yeah.
they
But that's like big. That's like million.
Attack of the
millions years in
Clones. They
future,
did it where
basically.
they actually had like.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but those are.
yeah, it won't happen.
I know they're movies, guys. I'm just saying how
no,
they made it work.
like no,
Yeah.
it takes like thousands of generations for that to actually fucking happen.
Not if you got a Doc Brown.
What?
Doc Brown made a flying car.
Stop talking about movies, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're not on a pop
This
culture.
isn't a movie podcast
podcast.
anymore. This is an animal podcast now.
We're talking about cars.
I've
here.
hijacked this. We're talking about animals.
We're talking about horsepower.
Camels can hold, I think, like 500 to 600 pounds on them. The older they get,
What? When they get
Yeah.
older?
yeah, they get stronger.
Dude, camels are huge too.
Yeah,
How much under the giant weigh?
because the mountain,
I don't know. I think a moose could take Andre the Giant.
the
though.
mountain from Game of Thrones, the
Under
power
the giant couldn't
lifter,
do much. He had bad back.
he was on a camel.
Ooh, the mountain?
Yeah, the dude from Game of Thrones, that big
yeah,
ass
that
dude.
guy's a lad.
He when did he ride a camel?
In Dubai with Larry Wheels, probably about like a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Dude, camels are huge, bro.
They even asked him like, "Can he carry my weight?" And they're like,
I've seen
"Oh
like
yeah."
traveling videos of camels where they have them like ride it and
swim, bro.
go
It's
around.
crazy.
You can find us
Where can they find us?
on YouTube.
And
We didn't do that last one. On the last one. All kinds of iTunes platforms.
Still not
or-
Spotify.
I'm sorry,
iTunes platforms.
podcast platforms. We have Lucas back. We had Donnie
Yep.
last week, so that's a good thing. My dad, thank you for joining me, talking about animal battles and
a little bit about Ernie's life.
a little bit about my life.
Other things he probably didn't want to hear as well.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all good. We had fun. Anything else?
No, I want to get out here and watch Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll all be.
I gotta eat.
We'll all be. I was gonna say watched. We all have watched Shang-Chi by the next episode. So next week we should have something fun for you.
I'll be talking about Shang-Chi next week.
Anyway, so that's it for us. Thank you. Remember, like, subscribe, share,
comment. You always forget the comment part. I don't understand that.
People do comment.
Thumbs down. Anything that, I don't care. It just helps
thumbs
the algorithm
up, thumbs
regardless.
down.
Any
Sometimes get in there
helps.
with 2 thumbs.
To stop them from just coming to hysteria.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that will do it.
Into the
Times are
future?
ticking.
All right, that's a podcast.
I like how he just ended it.
That's a podcast.